Moving on to the adventures of Arya Stark, who again, at the end of season 6, was all about kind of pivoting the plot so they're coming back home. So she was in Essos for 2 years, learning how to be an assassin. Now she's back in Westeros. She murdered Walder Frey, who's been in her kill list for a long time. What does Arya Stark, who's kind of unaffiliated, I mean, I know she has an agenda, but isn't really with a certain team. Where does she go next, now that she's finally back in Westeros?
I mean, we've been asking ourselves this question since the end of last season, and I'm holding fast in the idea that she's going to go north. She's going to meet up with Sansa and Jon at some point. So that's, a nice little Stark family reunion is going to be going on there. I could also see her going to King's Landing, but that, to me, there's too much going on in King's Landing with Dany coming over and all of those plots going on. I think it makes much more sense from a story standpoint to have her go north and then maybe make a decision about what she wants to do. She learns about what Sansa and Jon are doing. Maybe she finds out something about Littlefinger trying to corrupt Sansa or whatever, and then she makes her decision. So maybe that's how we kind of dig deeper into that whole plot through Arya's lens a little bit.
See, I hear what you're saying. I disagree with you. I think it'd be more exciting and more dramatic. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think it'd be more dramatic if Arya, she heard that Jon is back at Winterfell, and then she decides, do I want to go north to my family or south so I can murder Queen Cersei? And she chooses revenge because that's the dramatic thing to do and the tragic thing to do.
It is.
I do see her going north, though. I agree with you. And in the trailer, all we saw was her alone in the woods. So I think they deliberately are trying to not to give that away in the trailer, at any rate, where she goes. If you guys have opinions about where she would go, I'd be curious to hear it.
Yeah.
Do you want to see her reunite with Nymeria, her dire wolf?
Ooh, there you go. Let us know. Karm will tell us.
I mean, do you? Because she's in the area right now. She was at the Twins last we saw her as in the Riverlands.
I like the idea of that. Anytime we can bring a direwolf back into the fold, I'm all for that.
They like killing them.
Yeah, enjoy.
They're expensive, people. They cost money to make and to animate.
We don't have many left. Is that the last one?
That and Jon's goat.
And Jon's. There you go. Yeah, I like that.
Arya kills Cersei. She's on her list.
Yes. Who is that?
Or Jaime kills her like he killed the Mad King. That's Bernadette's comment.
Bernadette. There's a whole list of people most likely to kill Cersei because so many people have grudges against her. There's Arya. There's Jaime. There's Tyrion. Any of those people, I think they could make a really satisfying death scene out of. Or Cersei blows herself up and tries to burn down King's Landing. There are just so many great ways to, dramatically speaking,
what if we get to
imagine Cersei going.
What if we get to that point
it's going to be good no matter what happens.
Everybody's talking about it. We get to the episode where it's who's going to do it? Who's going to kill? Just like we did with Breaking Bad. What's going to happen to Walter White? It's what's going to happen to Cersei in this episode? Is it Jaime? Is it Arya? Is it somebody else? Tyrion. And then the White Walker gets her. Winter has come. End of the season, go into the last one.
That'd be fine too.
There we go.
I don't know. It's just they've built up this great chronology of hatred surrounding Cersei, and I can envision a lot of good ways to make a really juicy death scene.
What would be the most satisfying way for Cersei to go?
This is a morbid conversation. It's a morbid ass conversation. Probably Jaime.
Jaime.
I mean, that would be the most richly ironic. I'm not saying I want this to happen. I like Cersei, but I'm just thinking like a drama nerd. Just how would it be the most elaborately tragic? And Jaime, because they've been together for the longest. They've been lovers. They've had 3 kids together.
Parents, siblings.
The ideal one for me is that Cersei goes full Mad King and tries to burn down the whole city, and Jaime's nope, not again, and has to kind of repeat the thing he did before and kill her. I don't think it'll happen, but I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I do too, and I think that it really helps Jaime's, his arc, where it's
because
the Mad King,
from both of them.
Yeah, and then he's got he killed the Queen, so yeah, I like that.
But I have no idea what'll happen, and again, part of me wants Cersei to just kill them all. So it's a push and pull with them.